Aziz Rock. Host of Earth 101, KPFT. We have Pacifica people in the house too. Please stand so we can see you. Head white gal, please. Thank you. I just want to ask everybody to take a deep breath so that we can create closure and groundedness and raise the energy and create an energy so that when you leave here, you will start to notice what your personal responsibility is all about, in reference to not only your personal liberation, but your community liberation, national and international, right there. But I want to say one thing that I feel real blessed tonight before I read this, is that this is my oldest son, Abdul Aziz. This is his wife, Sabrina. This is the first time I'm reading poetry in front of my grandchildren back there, where my daughter is holding Sabrina and Amil. Real quick. All these children went to the march, these grown children. My other son is not here, and I remember telling them, hey, let's go to the drugstore, and they say, Mama, we ain't going to the drugstore. Because we would go to the drugstore, it'd be 5 miles before we even get to the drugstore, because they was going on a march. And one time we went to a march in reference to South Africa, and my oldest son and I were talking about it the other day. The Klan showed up. It was by the South African embassy. And he said, Mama, I remember. Well, you'll be 40 years old pretty soon. Here I am, a grandmother. I didn't always have babysitters, so they went to the marches. Yeah. Or they slept on the couch at KPFT. Yeah. Or I'd be doing programming. They walk in on the show and say, hey, I got to pee. That was grassroots organizing. Mom, I got to pee. I said, okay, we having technical problems. I'll be back. You're listening to 90.1 FM. On your dial. But we were poor. I was a single black mother. But they had kids, their history. They had culture. Even if we couldn't buy a picture, we'd tear out Life magazine and put Mandela's face on the wall. Something.
That's right.
To tell them who and what they were with purpose and whatnot. So this is written by M. Sam Fande Bantu. Now that Madiba is dead, beware of the icon makers. They will say he was great. They will laud his calls for peace. They will wring their hands and they will cry, speaking only of the man, disregarding the people, explaining away the movement, pretending the revolution was won. They will deny their guilt. They will deny their privileges. They will obscure his birth and the pains and the blood of his people. They will deny the capital crimes of neoliberal friends of apartheid still alive. Yes. Now that Mandela is dead, they will say no one else will come. They will wink when we still organize. They will pretend that de Klerk was his friend. They will organize around us. They will sit in your midst and lie to your face and call themselves activists. They will ignore the birth pains of Johannesburg. They will pretend to honor him with a deceitful silence. They will pretend in the faces of Cape Town shanties, Mecklenburg misery, and Durban oppression, while former murderers continue to pray, and boogie down Negroes will play, while lying bishops will pray, and corporations still rape, and the people in South Africa still die, like people across the global South. As the revolution dies, as too many of Madiba's children still live in poverty and squalor, as the wine growers awaken the shacks, as the hopeless sleep beneath the doors, the floors of stores, after hours when they will not be seen while they are being sold away. I say to you that now that Mandela is dead. Mandela is dead. Can y'all hear me? See it in your guts. Now that Mandela is dead, you must be aware of the speakers of phrases that lie. They will disremember the liberation struggle now that Mandela is dead and have yet to even be won. They will pretend that Mandela belonged to them, denying that the people that he really belonged to. Now that Mandela is dead, remember to remember Chris Hani. Remember to remember Robben Island. Remember to remember the South African Charter. Remember to remember that icons that are created by oppressors will never liberate a people. Now that Mandela is dead, I said the brother is dead. I said they will create lies around his name. Remember, I said, remember that they are still killing Martin. Remember that they are still killing Malcolm. Remember that Assata is still alive. Remember the liberation movement will be sold for profit.
That's right.
Remember. Oh, please, people, remember. Oh, remember. Unless we work for it with a new mind, with a new action, and a renewed spirit. Oh, remember. Remember now that Nelson Mandela is dead. Lord have mercy. Remember. It is only then that we will remember Mandela as he was all in all of his humanity. It is only then that we will allow him to live inside of us, and the lies will no longer hinder us. I said, remember that Mandela is dead, but do not let them create a lie. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Right. Thank you.
Let me come back. I went somewhere. Spirit and just, I'm trying to get here.
All right.
Because I see this baby, this granddaughter of mine, so I got to keep on doing it.
That's right.
I'm putting that energy in these children.
Thank you.
So when we lay to rest, when people come to our burial memorials and stuff, our babies will be walking around with our hearts inside of them.
Thank you.
Right here. Thank